Former Commissioner of Prisons John Rogier is confident the recent furor in the remand yard prison will be resolved in time. The commissioner says clashes between prisoners and prison officers have been common in the nation's prisons, and as such, she backs the current administration to restore peace. Peter Christopher has more.
Former Commissioner of Prisons John Rogier says the recent unrest in Remand Yard and Maximum Security Prison has been a recurring problem. Mr. Rogier says during his career as a prisons officer, conflict between officers and prisoners often spilt over, but he felt the current administration would find a way to regain control of the situation as previous regimes, including his own, had done.
There will always be conflict, as I said, and the whole thing is always addressed, as I said. So that, as I said, since from 1973, I have seen it. And this is no different to what I have seen since 1973, what I have experienced as a Commissioner of Prisons. And I'm saying, therefore, that this present Commissioner of Prisons and the administration, they experience the same thing.
The former commissioner, however, stopped short of offering suggestions as to what needed to be done to curb the unrest.
In the prison service, we have a sort of protocol that once we have moved out of the prisons, we don't get involved in the prison service except we are asked, right? So I wouldn't want to get involved as far as making recommendations or anything like that.
Mr. Rogier was sworn in as the Deportee Task Force Chairman at the Ministry of Social Development on Thursday. Mr. Rogier says the deportee issue is also one that requires urgent attention due to the impact it has not just locally, but across the region as well.
But whatever it is, it's important to have these people settled properly. But in order to do that, there must be some information and some knowledge of what is happening with these people in order for their reintegration and resettlement in the case of Trinidad and Tobago, in Trinidad and Tobago, but also for the region as a whole.
Praises were also heaped on former Vision on a Mission Vice Chairman William Lutchman for his work with deportees. Mr. Lutchman died in September. Tokens were passed on to Mr. Lutchman's family by members of the ministry during the ceremony. Peter Christopher,